Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. I hope all of you are fine and having good health. Today we are going to start the lecture that is the types of covalent bond. So let's have a look that how many types of covalent bond are there. Basically, when we talk about the covalent bond, so this bond is formed when there is only the mutual sharing of electrons, and we have basically its three types. The number one, we have single covalent bond. Second one type we have, it is the double covalent bond. And the third one type we have, it is triple covalent bond. So these are mainly three types of the covalent bond: single covalent bond, double, and the triple covalent bond. So let's have a look one by one that what does mean by the single covalent bond. As we have already talked about, there is the sharing of electrons when there is formation of the covalent bonds. Sharing of electrons. When the atoms are going to share only one pair of electrons, then the bond that will be here, it is the single covalent bond. When there is a sharing of only one pair of electron between the atoms, the bond will be single covalent bond, and we have a lot of examples for the single covalent bond. The first one example is the bond between the two hydrogen atoms. As there are two hydrogen atoms, the number one hydrogen is have only one electron, and the second one hydrogen is having also only one electron in its shell. When there is a formation of the covalent bond, both the hydrogens will share the electrons, and the formation will be like this: one hydrogen, and we have next second hydrogen, and they will share the electrons like this. And this is the hydrogen molecule. We can also show it like H2 as its electron dot and cross structure, and we can also show it with the line between the two atoms. And the single covalent bond will be shown with a single line between the two atoms. Another example, we have chlorine. We can show it like one chlorine is having a single covalent bond with the other chlorine atom, and this is the formation of the covalent bond between two atoms. As we have fluorine, it also have single covalent bond. Next we have iodine, also have a single covalent bond between the fluorine and iodine atoms. So this is a simple single covalent bond when there is sharing of only one pair of electrons. Next we have the type, it is the double covalent bond. So when we are going to talk about the double covalent bond, as the number showing, double means two electron pairs. When there is a sharing of two electron pairs between the atoms, then the bond will be double covalent bond, as there is a sharing of two electron pairs. For example, the atoms that have 6 electrons in their valence shell, they need two more electrons to complete their octet. So the atoms from the group 6A, we have, it is oxygen and formation of O2. It is an example of double covalent bond. For example, oxygen, it is having 6 electrons in its valence shell. Its atomic number is 8. Its electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, and 2p4. The first shell is K, the second shell is L. Its second shell is having total 6 electrons. So its electron dot and cross structure will be like this. We have oxygen, its first shell, and its second shell. Then we have the second oxygen, its first shell, and then its second shell. When we will show its electrons, its first shell is having 2 electrons and the second shell is having total 6 electrons. And the second oxygen, its first shell is having 2 electrons and the second shell is again having total 6 electrons. Now the two oxygen atoms will share their electrons and they will form a bond. By the mutual sharing, that bond will be shown like this as a double line between the two atoms. This double line will show that the bond is double covalent bond and that bond is very strong bond. So we will show the double covalent bond with the two lines between the two atoms. Next we have the triple covalent bond. This is the third type of the covalent bond. As a triple covalent bond, name is showing here will be the sharing of 3 electron pairs between the atoms and they will share the 3 electron pairs, so that bond will be shown with the 3 lines or the triple lines between the two atoms, and this bond will be formed by the atoms that will have 5 electrons in their valence shell as they required 3 more electrons. So by sharing their 3 electrons, they will form the triple covalent bond between the two atoms. Next, we have the example for the triple covalent bond. It is the nitrogen. It belongs to group 5A. It has 5 electrons in the valence shell, and its electronic diagram we have nitrogen first shell and its second shell. As atomic number of nitrogen is 7. So its first shell is having 2 electron and its valence shell is having total 3 electrons. Next, the second nitrogen, again its first shell is having total 2 electrons and its valence shell is having total 5 electrons, and now they will share their 3 electrons and will form a bond, that is the triple covalent bond, and we will show it with the triple line between the two atoms, and this is the nitrogen molecule that can be shown with the N2 and triple line N. This is a triple bond and this is the electron dot and cross structure for the nitrogen molecule. So when the atoms are going to share only one pair of electron, then the bond will be single, and when the atoms are going to share the two pair, the bond will be double, and when the atoms are going to share the three pairs, the bond will be the triple covalent bond. So this is all about our today's lecture. I hope you guys understand that what does mean by covalent bond and how many types of covalent bond are there. And if you have any queries, you may ask me about that in the comment section and I will get back to you guys soon. And next topic that we will discuss, it is the third type of chemical bonding, that is coordinate covalent bond. So stay with us and keep learning. I hope you guys understand. For that time, have a good day and Allah Hafiz.